All right, it's time for GBD's Wombat's Fortnightly news. There's like a million things here. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. There's no Fortnite news, so that's good. Woo!
There's a new Apex Legends season.
I know. How is it?
It's a lot like the other seasons. It's a lot like it.
I will make an admission. I did download Apex so I could get the free characters because I don't have those characters.
What characters?
They're releasing a free character one a week for the next 3 weeks. If you log in, I know one of them is Octane, and I forget what the other two are. So if you don't have those, I would say it's probably characters you have.
Right.
But since I don't have them, I figured, what the hell? I'll download this free thing and get more free things.
Yep. I am already champion of the arena, even though the season just started.
Congratulations.
I've already taken the crown one time. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
What else? What else we got?
Well, the hot topic in the CAGcast Discord.
What's the hot goss?
And I guess on Twitter too was this blog post that Microsoft put up today on their official blog.
I have to scroll down for that.
No, yes. It's the first one right here. It's the first story.
Oh, that's funny. I put it lower in there too. Anyway.
Good job. Late to the party again. All right.
Well, I put in the text.
Okay. Oh, you have the text on there even.
Yes.
Where's that fucking thing? Okay. So basically, they put out this whole document, which is supposed to, I guess, put at ease the public and the FTC regulators that Microsoft's going to play fair and it's not a monopoly. And of course, like a post like this, every word is chosen, like it has purpose, like, right? Like this guy didn't just like, sit down on the can with his laptop and plop out a blog post. Like this went through committee. Like I'm sure like a lawyer looked at it and then, a bunch of people put the thumbs up on it. But so they put up this blog post. Then a lot of game sites put out articles and tweets about how,
not a lot, all of them.
Yeah, all of them saying that hey, Call of Duty's coming to multi-platform. It's going to stay multi-platform.
Right. That's what the posts are saying.
Right. But
I don't know if that's what the blog post says.
Right. Every word is chosen for a reason. And
I haven't seen any other further clarification from another source yet. I haven't heard Phil Spencer say, yes, all Call of Duties are coming to the PlayStation, even after the agreement. The next new Call of Duty after current agreements will be on the PlayStation. That hasn't been said. What the statement does say is, to be clear, Microsoft will continue to make Call of Duty and other popular Activision Blizzard titles available on the PlayStation through the term of any existing agreements with Activision. And we have committed to Sony that we will also make them available on PlayStation beyond the existing agreement and into the future. So that's the two sentences that everyone is focused on.
Right.
And I guess it's really a question of, it's a little bit of the pronoun game.
And also the first sentence you can ignore because he said that already. So it's really the second sentence is the only new item.
The first sentence is important because it what are they saying when they say they're continuing to make them available? Is them all Call of Duty games?
No.
Or is it Call of Duty games that are available on the PlayStation through the term of the existing agreement?
Yes, that one.
Because if you read it that way, all they're saying is that they're not going to take Call of Duty games off the PlayStation Store once the agreement ends.
Correct. That's what it sounds. That's what they're saying. Anything else that you pull out of that, you're reading into it. That's the only thing you can take away from that.
That's how I read it. And I know that's how you read it. I don't know how Shipwreck read it. Clearly, everyone else on the planet read it differently than you and I. And that's
even Michael Pachter?
He didn't say anything yet. He retweeted Jeff Keighley, and that was as far as he went.
Okay.
So I think he might be hedging his bet.
Shipwreck,
so
it's your turn to shine.
What do you think?
They're trying to get their store on PlayStation.
You think that's what they're trying to do?
I think that's what they're trying to do.
I don't know. Again, nothing would surprise me at this point. And I'm not gonna, first of all, I'm more than willing to admit when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong here in 3 years or whatever it is, I'll wholly admit it. But I don't think this says that they're going to keep Call of Duty games on the PlayStation.
Only the ones that are on there now.
It doesn't,
and they've are part of agreements now.
It's too vague a statement. Just so they could get this deal. They want to get the deal.
It has to be vague.
I think they're trying to treat the PlayStation like all of these other devices, but they want you to buy it through their store. I think that's what this is trying to say.
Well, that's like part of. I feel like isn't that like part of the bigger blog post? Like,
their store could also be.
Yeah, it's permeated throughout this blog post, right? So if you look at their major point of this blog post, is like play our stuff everywhere because we don't want to get the legislation against us about having a store lockdown. So we want you to play it everywhere, but by playing it everywhere, we want you to pay us to play it everywhere.
Right. And Game Pass counts as a store. Like if they don't necessarily need Microsoft
I
Store.
guess the other question is, does sidestepping Sony, but having it on PC and Xbox sidestep?
I wouldn't trust anything in this whole this whole blog post. I wouldn't trust anything.
It's very general
on its word.
Okay, so it's
there's nothing here, like when they say they've made a commitment to every time they say commitment, that means they don't have a contract in place. that is 100% what that means. Like we've committed to do that, but that doesn't mean that they've legally committed to do that. That means they've said that they intend to do that.
Right.
And there's nothing behind it that's been signed. Anytime you see the word committed, it means the opposite of what you think that word means.
Right. Agreement implies that a contract has been signed.
Correct.
Commitment
means like could happen. We're planning on it, but a lot of shit could happen in 2 years.
Correct.
Like,
that's exactly what that's exactly what the word commitment.
And then when it falls through, they could say, "Hey, we were committed to doing it, but we didn't know that this thing was going to happen, and we couldn't commit." In the blog post, they use the word commit or committed 8 times. That's crazy. And again, I to me, the big thing that stuck out was we will also make them available. It does not. They were very clear in not saying future Call of Duty games
or new Call of Duty games
or any call out to Call of Duty games past the existing agreement with Activision.
Again,
those words are in there.
Yeah, we don't need to dissect it really any further but they're purposely vague because they should be. Like this is not.
They should be, and they have to be. They can't say anything that would affect Activision stock because the deal hasn't gone through. They can't say anything that would make people think that they're getting some sort of monopoly on anything that could make this deal not happen.
Sure.
So they have to be very careful with their words because that's the whole point of this thing is to get the powers that be that approve these kind of deals to go through to be like, all right, I guess everything's copacetic and the deal goes through and everybody's happy.
Yeah. All right. We'll see what happens. But
so wait, I just want to, is it weird that all 3 of us agree and no one else on the planet agrees with us?
Others that agree with us. I think until this deal is through and it's given some time, like I don't see how you would know how this plays out. There's too many factors involved, right? Like if this is going to be something that damages is Microsoft's business, you can bet that commitment is out the window, right? Like anything that changes direction, like commitment are your best intentions, right?
The commitment is to squeeze Sony to put Game Pass on the PlayStation. That's their commitment.
I don't even know if that whatever. I don't even know if that how much sense that even makes for Microsoft. I don't know. It's
pretty good.
Weird.
It's pretty good. But I don't know. It may not be the best. I don't know. I'm sure they know. They have a computer program that crunches all that
Excel.
shit. They have Excel formulas.
It's like it was. I saw someone who said it. I want to say there were one of these quotes from one of these people that was like, "We're not telling people they won't be able to play, at Game X anymore. They just need to have an Xbox in order to play it. If they're not willing to do that, that's not our problem. I read that from one of the
that didn't make it into the blog post.
Yeah. Which I guess, I could see that side of that coin too. Who knows? I don't want to overthink it.
Right. Okay. That's enough of that story. Yes, we'll see what happens. But people are allowed to be wrong about their interpretations. Look, I feel like I have good reading comprehension. I've always had good reading comprehension. And I know that like when a PR post is put together like this, like every word counts. Like every fucking word counts big time. So anyway, Wombat, I did put a Fortnite story on here for you.
I see that. I see Epic won't update Fortnite to run on the Steamdeck.
Why do you think? I know the answer.
Isn't that something to do? It has to do with Linux, right?
Yes.
Something about cheating in Linux is what I read.
That's what they say.
That Donald Mustard doesn't feel confident that they could prevent or Tim Sweeney said they don't feel confident they could prevent cheating on Linux, something. And then I was like, I don't really care. And I stopped reading. Right.
You're just going to play it on your...
Mm-hmm.
You can play it on your phone. Do you play it on your phone at all?
No.
No. Fuck that.
No.
That's for dicks. What else we got here?
Grand Theft Auto 6 is in active development. I don't care.
That's a lot. You know how many... Did you see that info? Was it a tweet or something? Jason Schreier put it out, right?
Yeah.
That was insane.
How many copies? Grand Theft Auto 5 has outsold the last 5
all of the Assassin's Creed, I think.
All of the Assassin's Creed games, all the Resident Evil games, and all the there was one more.
Yeah, another
Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
It has like 160 million copies sold.
Just the one Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yes, Grand Theft Auto 5. Just Grand Theft Auto 5. And not to mention like the whole fucking online aspect of that's still just generating so much money. Oh my God.
That's crazy. It's funny. I don't know anyone who's a Grand Theft Auto online player. Do you know anyone that's their scene?
I've seen, it's not people like us. It's younger people. I don't even know what that means. It's like younger, like wannabe tough guys.
I think you just nailed me. Like that's pretty much what I am.
It's the type of guy that fantasized about having like a nice motorcycle.
Yes.
What motorcycle do you want?
I want a Ducati.
Okay. Really?
Yeah, sure.
You want a motorcycle? You would ride a motorcycle?
No.
I
have a friend that's really into motorcycles, and I think he's an idiot. So.
Yeah, it doesn't end well usually.
I don't think anyone with children.
If he plays GTA online.
Yeah, see if I'm right. He's too old probably. Well, whatever. A lot of people are playing it because it's making so much money. What else, Wombat? There's so many things here, Wombat.
I know. There's a lot here.
Get them. What else we got to do?
Stadia is going away. Slowly, quietly.
Right. They've been told, the rumor is the department has been told to focus on other companies' shit.
Not this.
Not the games stuff. Anything but the games. Shocking no one. There's a lot of no shit Sherlock stories this week. Like Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out and Google fucked up Stadia very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was such a weird concept.
But exactly.
So here's the thing, and you gotta pay us to play games on it, and you gotta buy the games, and nope.
Yeah, they fucked that up. That could have been something.
Maybe.
Could have been something. But
maybe.
I feel like, I don't know. It's much easier for the players that are already there to get into cloud gaming. Like, it makes sense as Microsoft to have it off here as a side of hey, here's our Game Pass thing, and if you don't feel like downloading this game, just play it on the cloud. You're just gonna try it out on the cloud, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did that.
They did.
I know it works great.
No need for Stadia.
It works all right.
It works great for that. For these all of these Game Pass games that you the smaller ones.
It works really good.
It works perfectly fine. Of hey, I'm just gonna try this, and I don't feel like waiting for it to download and install. Just let me play it.
And if you play it for a little while too long, it actually says, "You sure you want to keep playing on the cloud?
Keep want to do it this way, or do you want to actually install it and be a big boy?"
Yeah. me. Hey there, Bucko. You thinking maybe? Hey, why don't you put on some big boy pants and download?
Take off those
sucker.
diapers. So yeah, Stadia. Yeah, okay, that's going away. There's 2 NFT items on here. I thought that the one that was, I guess,
don't want to. Do we have to talk
there's
about
one interesting
NFT
thing that
items?
I just want to say that's maybe like things
Make
are
it
looking up
brief.
for gaming. Yeah, it's going to be quick. The EA CEO a couple months ago said that there's, basically that NFTs are the future. A lot of hype about it. I think it'll be an important part of the future of our industry. And then like last week, he said, right now, it's not something we're driving hard on, likening it to past venture capital fads like 3D, AR, and VR. So maybe some companies are seeing that there's like a lot of blowback around it, especially with gaming. And maybe
AR and VR are totally different things in gaming, though. Those are gaming experiences, right? That's a different gaming experience, and those have proven out in some venues like that. It makes sense.
Right. I think
I
what
don't
he's
understand comparing NFTs to AR and VR.
maybe he's just talking about how they foresee like their money, their income. It's just like,
okay.
like it's just a tiny
that makes
slice.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A niche thing. So anyway, maybe there's good news on that front, and companies are like, maybe we'll just pump the brakes a minute and see how this plays out. By the way, just for shits and giggles, I went on like OpenSea, which is one of those the big NFT marketplace, and I typed in table tennis just to see like, are there table tennis NFTs? There it was like, but they were like a child's drawings of ping pong paddles. Like there was like so many. And then when you filter by ones that people have like bid on to actually buy, it's like two out of like 1,000. Not a good sign.
So how many do you own now?
0. Not buying any NFTs.